risk. So now if we move into the quick hits section of the market, I got to show you some stocks that you also should have some price points laid out for you that could make you money if you're there first. First I want to show you is Apple. Apple broke this upper level. You had a nice move through great earnings. It broke below this $3.99, so that got me out of my stock. And now I'm going to look to see if I could buy back Apple right around the 10-day, which could be a little premature, right around this $3.83. But overall, I think if the market gets really weak, this would be a great macro buy. Where that level is the old 52-week high, and sometimes they like to retest it. So right here, this 365 area is an area that I would look at, to potentially buy. If it holds the upper level, then it's just that strong. But if it fails to break this area, this would be the next spot that I would look for, to potentially buy. And obviously, we'll monitor the price action. In that same camp, just say is Baidu. Baidu, leader in the internet sector. Yesterday, guys made some money short. Different type of short than a breakdown short, just a short into the earnings gap. And now you should know where the prior high was and some moving average to potentially get involved and buy the dip when it's ready. If you look at Baidu here, you will see Baidu, after a huge move, you had a buy price here, buy price there, little wedge pattern, broke to the upside. Here was the exhaustion gap into earnings, and now it looks like it could correct. So for me, I'm going to look to see where it could be bought back. One level will be at this prior high, which was 156, so around 156, you write that level down, that could be an area to buy. And then potentially at this last breakout point, because these Chinese internets definitely, they could shake you up as much as possible. They like to make as many people feel stupid. So this is 144. So write down this area and this area. Another scenario to watch for today is Dunkin Donuts. Dunkin Donuts, great IPO yesterday. We talked about the art of day one. You know what? There's also an art of day two. What I would watch is I think it's opening up relatively flat. If Dunkin Donuts starts to go through yesterday's high of, I believe, was a 29.60, use that as a pivot, buy it there, put a stop in at that level. Maybe it goes to 31.32. It was really strong yesterday. If it comes below, then it needs some time, and that two-day momentum move would be over. VHC has been a stock that a lot of active traders like to play. Came into some trouble yesterday. If you look here, this was your exit. Okay, you've had a nice few trades here. This was the last breakout trade. This was a false move, which gave you a little idea that it might start to weaken up, and now it's starting to break below. Maybe continue shorting this thing down to 29.59, or if you're looking to buy a dip, maybe down to this 25.50. Another momentum leader that's showing us that we're losing momentum is Soda. Soda's been a great stock. It's been trying to wedge up there. It broke to the downside, so you had to get out of some stocks or some stock. If you look here, I want to show you this pattern because it repeats itself. That you had a floor developing here. You had a mini downtrend that guys were trying to look for to see if it would break to the upside, and it didn't. It broke to the downside. Now you have to watch this moving average coming in right around 60. So we'll see what happens there.